Hello out there, fellow YouTubers, and welcome to my new unscripted review show. Now, I've been putting this review off for the last year and a half or so, and of course we are here today to review Mrs. Doubtfire. And this is the first review on my new channel, and I really hope this goes well. Okay, here we go. Daniel Hillard, played by Robin Williams, is an out-of-work voice actor, and unfortunately his marriage is becoming increasingly strained by his wild antics, and unfortunately the last straw is when he throws a birthday party for his son, not expecting his wife to get home, and unfortunately after they've argued she really drops a bomb on him, which is, that she wants a divorce, which is a really, tough thing for anyone to go through. And as it goes to the court, unfortunately she gets sole custody of the kids with one, visit a week to their dad. I must admit, this is a fantastically done movie, and the actors and actresses in this are purely spot on in their performances, starting with Sally Field, who plays Miranda. She really plays the convincing wife to, put herself through this. And of course you have a very interesting performance from Pierce Brosnan, who is kind of the guy trying to come between them and sever Robin Williams' character of Daniel Hillard completely off from the rest of the family. And this of course leads to drastic measures, in which case where Miranda Hillard starts advertising for a babysitter to come and look after the kids after they finish school and whatnot, he decides to dress up as a 60-year-old woman, and obviously the comedy really ensues here. And this is where the movie really starts to shine, because it's a role, it's one of those you expect to see Robin Williams doing this sort of thing, but then again you don't. And everything really pays off. I am really trying not to go into spoiler territory here, just in case there is some person out there living under a cave who hasn't seen this movie. In which case, while you're watching my review, go and watch the movie. And ultimately, Daniel's cover is, everything's going well. He's getting to see his kids day after day. Although, unfortunately, two of the kids do gradually find out that, he is in fact their dad. But they still have to keep it from the youngest one. But, unfortunately, he is almost nearly discovered by his caseworker as well, Mrs. Selner. And, honestly, she is the funniest part in the movie, in my opinion. Because, you have a completely deadpan woman, and she is the one getting most of the laughs. And unfortunately, as the movie goes on, Daniel's cover is blown because of him trying to dye stuff with his new boss that he works for as himself, and of course trying to stay with the family as Mrs. Doubtfire as they have a dinner together. And unfortunately, because he starts getting drunk, everything goes wrong, and ultimately he has to save Pierce Brosnan's character's life, and ultimately blows his cover. And of course it ends up going back to court, where Miranda gets full custody of the kids, and basically all the dad can see him through his supervised visits, which is, that is the lowest of the low. But then as it ends, it really ends on a nice note, where you do actually realise that just because the parents aren't together anymore, they still love the kids and they still want to be with them. On a rating of 1 to 10, I would give this movie about an 8. There are still some things in there where you're like, would that really happen, kind of thing. But I must admit, it's still a movie I enjoy to this day, and considering this movie is 20 years old next year, it's still a stand-up movie, and I recommend you guys check it out and really go for it. Okay, that about wraps it up. My next review is a requested review from a couple of friends of mine who want me to do Sister Act 2. Although I think the next video I'll be doing is my Oscar picks for tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to get that up soon. But I shall talk to you later, guys, and thanks for this. And be sure to like, favourite or subscribe if you enjoyed this review. See you on the next one. Take care.